Good morning, great morning, wonderful morning, spectacular morning, outstanding morning, magnificent morning. Oh, yes, that beautiful reminder of choice that we all have. Remember, everything is fundamentally meaningless. Everything just is. Nothing is good or bad. It's our thinking that makes it so. And what's beautiful about all of that is you're the one that gets to choose that for your life. You can look for the good, look for the bad, whatever it is, you're going to find. And that's a big deal. Why? Again, because whatever that focus is going to lead us to a vibratory state. See, that's a frequency. That's feeling. Feeling is the secret, is what Neville Goddard shares. And that feeling is the attractive force in your life. It's also the repelling force in your life. Now, think about that. You have ultimate control over what your vibratory state can be. And the only way you can gain control of that is by controlling how you think, by forming powerful thought patterns, by establishing incredible beliefs. Now, again, how do you do that? Well, first of all, you've got to have an open mind. An open mind is necessary and essential to shift your belief. And again, why that's so important is because when you have an open mind, you're able to reevaluate, you're able to maneuver new information inside, you're able to move it around. And through that movement comes a new perception, a new belief. And from that comes the emergence of whatever happens in your life that's in harmony with that. Now, think about that. That is what's available to you for any area of your life. It's just a matter of whether or not you're going to claim control, whether or not you're going to claim your dominion over this magnificent, wonderful earth of yours that you live in. And by the way, that's another important thing to remind you of because it's your birthright to live however you would love to live. It's just a matter, again, of you claiming it. Now, for where we go from here, make sure that you have this with you. Hasn't this been amazing? This beautiful gem, the master key system. Take notes, underline. Most importantly, though, apply it. Application is where it's at. When you apply the information, that's when the change will happen in your life. It's very simple. Think about this. You could study information all day long and get all that knowledge, but you're not going to understand it unless you use it. Think about when you first learned to drive. Yeah, you got all that knowledge about how to drive, but it wasn't until you used that information and got behind the wheel and started to use it that you, oh, now I understand. See, it's through that experience, it's through that practice. The more you engage with a big shift on the inside and use it in your life, the more you will see the change you seek. And that's something that can happen for you for whatever it is that you are locked into. Think about your goal. Wave your goal card around. This is something that should be important to you. Make it important. Fall in love with the idea. And if you do, it'll begin to take shape in your outer world. Again, all that's required is you to step into it. So step into it. You know why? Because you're freaking worth it. See, that's what we've been working on too, by the way, to help people to deliver change. Dolly and I have pulled in this program called Emergence, which helps people to understand what we're sharing much, much easier. And what's fascinating about that is the first lesson is all about application. Think about the application is actually the most important thing for you to grab onto when it comes to you going into something new. You've got to apply applications where it's at. All right, so shall we dive into this? Let's go into where we left off from, shall we? Boom. One, two, three. Ta-da. All right. Now, the page that we are on is page 395, and we're going to go over this section 21 real quick and lead into these other parts, okay? Our environment and the innumerable circumstances and accidents of our life already exist in the subconscious personality, which attracts itself to the mental and physical material, which is congenial to its nature. Now, listen to this for a moment. Okay. That's really important. You can look at it like this. Our environment is the echo of what's happening in the inner world, your inner world. It's an echo of it. Think about an echo when you say something, hello, and then it says, hello, it says it back, right? It's an echo. Every circumstance, accident that's being referred to here, or coincidence in your outer life is drawn from what? From the patterns stored in your subconscious. That's what it's talking about. As a man thinketh in his heart, so is he, is a statement of the subconscious mind, not this beating thing here. And what's in the heart? What you believe, the habits you have. As you thinketh based on what you believe to be true, the habits you have, so are the results of your life. So is how much you earn, what you do for work. See, it's nothing more than an echo of what's happening inside in terms of whatever that result is. Think of it as a garden where seeds of thought silently grow into visible plants. Plant a seed of a pomegranate. What do you get? You get pomegranates. You don't get beans. That's what this means. It already exists in the subconscious personality, which attracts to itself the mental and physical material, which is congenial to its nature. Thus, is our future being determined by our present? And we touched on this in the last session. How you're thinking now. And if there should be apparent injustice in any feature or phase of our personal life, we must look within for the cause. Try to discover the mental fact which is responsible for the outward manifestation. Remember, it starts inside. All of your problems are mental in nature, which means the solutions are mental in nature. Now grab onto that. You can look at it this way. Remember, we talked about you planting the seed and then it delivers the plant that's in harmony with the seed. If some of the plants that you have are not what you would love, they're out of place, don't get mad at the soil. Isn't that interesting how most of us, that's how we operate? Look at what you planted. Whatever's been planted there is not a fixed condition of things. I love how James Allen said that. It's so beautiful. Seed, plant, blossom, fruit. What's been planted there and has taken root, your beliefs, your habits are not a fixed condition of things. They can be removed, they can be replaced. See, this reveals that the conditions of your life are the harvest of an inner idea. If you want to shift, for instance, how much you're earning, if right now the harvest is more month at the end of the money, you're not earning what you would love to earn, you can change it. But in order for you to change it, you've got to deal with the cause, with what's been causing you not to earn how much you would love to earn. See, you've got to shift that inner narrative. Plant the seeds of abundance, prosperity. Consent to the idea that you are a magnet for money. We talked about how in business, there's only one law that's applicable, and that's service. Well, consent to the idea that you are exceptional at delivering service for something that has a great need. Consent to the idea that money flows to and through you in increasing quantities from multiple sources. Don't just think of it as something intellectual. Feel it as if it's in you. See, that's the inner idea that has to be in you to deliver that outcome. And again, I bring up that fun little example. Will you be able to be happy most of the time if your mind is saturated with thoughts of sadness and disappointment? What's the answer? It's no, it's heck to the no, right? It's not going to happen. We must look within for the cause. Try to discover the mental fact which is responsible for the outward manifestation. It's always what you believe to be true and the habits you have. There is nothing else for you to change to deliver a different outcome. And that's what we love to help you with, to help you to see. Now, for those of you who are watching the live stream and would love to tap into the remainder of this call and watch the replays, go to elevitality.com and register for Master Your